Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today on this wonderful Monday after the British Grand Prix. Today we're going to focus on what was a chaotic race, which turned out victorious for Mr. Vettel himself and for the Ferrari faithfuls, but it wasn't to be for the Mercedes pair of Lewis Hamilton and also Valtteri Bottas. So it was a wonderful weekend for Mercedes. We expected them, to dominate everything. We saw on Friday they somewhat dominated the practice sessions on Saturday as well. But going to the qualifiers, Lewis Hamilton, he was up there, seemingly untouched. But when it came to Q3, that's when Sebastian Vettel, I think he stole a provisional pole, and I was amazed. I was watching rugby on Saturday with some other colleagues of mine, and they were surprised at how Vettel would, if Vettel would have took pole, it would have been an upset, knowing that for Hamilton, he usually dominates his home Grand Prix, and he came back, Lewis Hamilton, and stole that pole position with a stunning lap, which was a lap record for the British Grand Prix circuit. So came yesterday, the start of the race, and it was like he froze a bit, Lewis Hamilton. He made a bad start. Vettel overpassed him, as well as his teammate Bottas also made a pass through, even just before the first corner. So he made a difficult start, going back to third, and he was involved in 10-3 in the chaos where we saw Kimi Räikkönen hitting him at the back, and then he spun. He was sent back to the back of the crowd, and he roamed his way from there to finish ultimately second, helped by some accidents from Roman Grosjean, where the safety car came on, and ultimately for me he made it very, very well to come from last to finish second. It was fantastic. We saw earlier on in the season, Vettel also was last in some races, but could only finish 8th or something like that. But for him to finish second proves what good racer he is, especially at his own Grand Prix. So it was as good as a win. Damage limitation from what could have been a 26 points deficit, it's now an 8-point deficit. So great drive from him, as well as Sebastian Vettel. We saw how he was able to control the race, even when the safety cars were called on. Him and his team, they were not afraid to risk taking that second pit stop and then getting on with fresher tires, attacking Bottas with 10 laps to go, and also passing him. There were some beautiful overtakes by Sebastian Vettel. It was so impressive to see him, doing some clean drives, if I should say, because he has been having some of the untidy races. Max Verstappen, we saw him in the last 3 races finishing in the podiums. He didn't finish this time around. Kimi Räikkönen was third, and then fourth it was Daniel Ricciardo, who has been quiet of late. He has been quiet for a good driver that he is. He has been too quiet. So yeah, that is how it went. We also saw Ricciardo, as I said, finished the 5th. And then Hülkenberg finished 6th. Hülkenberg is also impressive. He is one driver who is consistent together in that fight of his with Magnussen and also Alonso. So he is a consistent driver. For me, I think he's one that deserves to be in one of the big seats as well. So Ocon finished the 7th, and 8th went to Alonso, 9th went to Magnussen, who wasn't happy at this finish. I had him quoting that we qualified 7th and finished 9th, so there's nothing to be happy about. So 10th, the last point, went to Pierre Gasly. So it means that as it stands, it means that Vettel is holding an 8-point lead over Hamilton, and then on the Constructors' Championship, the Ferrari have increased their lead over Mercedes by 10 points, meaning now it's 20 points lead for the Ferrari faithfuls. So next time around, we are going to Sebastian Vettel's home race. Perhaps he doesn't dominate it so much, but having got the first blow of taking the home race of Lewis Hamilton, it might be that Lewis Hamilton might want his revenge on the German. So let's see how all three drivers, spoke after the race. Particularly, I want you guys to hear how Kimi Räikkönen spoke. Taking his fair share of responsibility for causing an accident, and as well, you remember that he also got a 10-second penalty for that. So let's see how they each spoke.
Great thanks to the team supporting me. Also, people in the background, because yesterday I was a bit damaged. Much better shape today, it was no problem, so yeah, really, really happy.
I can see you've still got a lot of tape on your neck. We were concerned you were going to struggle to finish the Grand Prix.
Well, I was as well going into the race, but it was fine. I think with all the adrenaline going, probably I will feel a little bit tonight, but yeah, it doesn't matter. The neck held up, and the race was fantastic. What a great crowd. Yeah, I think really a race that I enjoyed a lot. I think the people enjoyed a lot. So yeah, what an amazing day.
This is the greatest crowd, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to bring it home for you today, but thank you so much for your support. It's you guys that helped me get through today, so we take it on the chin and we keep pushing hard. Just believe me, I will not give up. I will not give up.
Yeah, I mean, it was my mistake, so that's fine. I deserve it, and I took the 10 seconds and kept fighting. So yeah, that's how it goes.
All right, so as you heard them, each and every, I liked how Lewis Hamilton was able to, do it for his fans, because they were cheering. We saw them cheering, so he was sorry for that. But for me, he was the driver of the day. You can't come from the back of the grid and finish second. So for me, he was the driver of the day. And then we also had the Toto Wolff coming back and criticizing the Ferrari team, saying they have some dirty tricks. So let's see how he also spoke.
A racing incident with Räikkönen, or just misjudged it?
Yeah, racing incident. Unfortunate, because in Le Castellet, first time we got taken out, and now it's the second time we got taken out, and that's a lot of constructor points. And James Ellison, to word it in James Ellison words, do you think it's deliberate or incompetent?
All right, thank you to Toto Wolff of the Mercedes team boss. So next time around we'll be going to Germany, then Hungary. Then after Hungary, it's the season half break, and then we'll be back after that with the entire second half of the season. So yeah, thank you so much. Join me again next time around when we'll be going to the German Grand Prix. From me, Eugene Tabamangani, thank you. Here are my contacts. You can contact me on any of those. You are free to contact me anytime. Let's speak. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.